and I thought that New York was the bee's knees. You know, that's what happens. You live in a big city, you think everything else is shitty, right? But now I'm older, I have different tastes and expectations for my quality of life. Now when I travel America, I get jealous. Like, oh my God, y'all got air and sun out here? Look at this. Y'all got Walmart's open 24 hours? Look at this. That's what I love about Walmart's, being a city girl, because they have so much random stuff, you know? And they put things next to each other to convince you to buy all of it. You go to Walmart, like, I'm only here for some iced tea. In this hand grenade, look at that. I didn't even know I needed a hand grenade till I got thirsty. Thank you. That's the problem with America. We have too much excess, too much. We have too much stuff to choose from, you know? And I'm dealing with like a generational clash in my own house. I feel like the old lady now because my brother's 15 years younger than me. I live with a millennial, all right? I'm 38, he's 23. Every day, I wish I dropped him. Every day he makes me feel like I'm a bad person, right? He's always checking me about things that I didn't know were now out of vogue. One day he walks into the living room, he has on a peach t-shirt. He goes, Chloe, what do you think about this shirt? Is it too feminine? I'm like, no, it's a regular peach t-shirt. He goes, trick question, gender's fluid. Get out of my house! I didn't sign up for this, do you understand? That is cultural entrapment. You can't trip me up on stuff I didn't know was out of... Another day he walks in, we're having a conversation. He was like, I'm going to this bar around the corner. And I know that this bar is a gay bar. So I was like, oh, look at you going to a gay bar. That's so progressive. He goes, Chloe, we don't say gay anymore. We say queer. Now, I feel like an old lady because I grew up with queer being a derogatory term. You didn't call somebody queer unless you was ready to fight. So now I'm puzzled. Because I'm looking at my 23-year-old millennial brother like, where did you broke motherfuckers get their PR budget? To spin this word around. Do you understand? He makes me feel like a bad person. And I know I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I give to charity. All right, in my mind. You ever see a commercial? You be like, bing, 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 $10. There you go. I'll be honest with you, I don't march. I don't go out there and march. I'm too tall to march. I'm 6'1". I'm head and shoulders above most people. That's just 2 rubber bullets to the dome. I don't want that. I don't want that. No, thank you, you know? Then they start throwing tear gas. It's just gonna rise up to my nostrils. I'm lactose intolerant. I can't even put milk in my eyes. No, thank you. I'm not protesting over whatever the goofy bullshit of the day is. I'm sorry. I'm a native New Yorker. I've done my fair share of protests. Don't look at me like that, okay? Because in New York, you just turn a corner and end up in some shit like, what we protesting today? What? Dolphins? What are we, mammoths? What are we upset about? I'm just trying to go to the drugstore and get my plan B. I didn't know. I'm on my own mission. Thank you. That's why we going through so much politically. Everybody's just trying to fix everything with all of these, like, you know, grandiose ideas, you know. And I want to support Kamala Harris. She's only half black. I just got to get half of her name right. The Harris part, I got the Harris part. Kamala Harris. She came up with this new idea for debt, you know, forgiveness for student loan debt. But it's so hard, it's so complicated. You gotta fill out paperwork, you gotta start a business in an underprivileged, underserved neighborhood. That's work. First of all, that's how we got student debt in the first place, signing shit we didn't read. You just was like, what, how much is the interest rate? Fuck y'all, I'm going to college. Screw y'all, woo! First day on campus, I went to debt. I got a dumbass credit card for a Frisbee. You think I'm of any use? They was like, this APR is pretty high. I was like, give me that fucking Frisbee. I don't give a shit. How long gonna be in my credit report? I can have this Frisbee for like 3 years. That's 3 good years of Frisbeeing. I still have student loan debt. I do. I graduated 20 years ago. I graduated college. Oh yeah, 20 years ago. No, that's not true. A long time ago, I graduated college. Clearly, I didn't study math. But I'm just saying, I still have student loan debt after all these years, right? And my thing is, like, I don't ever want to pay it off. Like, that's my FU to college. Like, I hope this earth burns down before I get a zero balance on my student loans. You understand me? I want to see an asteroid coming. I'll be like, F you, Bursar's office! Never paying that debt off to the last dime. I want the balance on my tombstone. That's my, stupid. Why are we paying this dumb? It's so dumb to pay for that. Listen, I understand when college first came, that was how you told people that they were not like everybody else. Like, oh, you're too dumb. You can't go to college. You can't afford it. But then everybody was like, no, we on the same playing field. It was like, all right, let's just fuck up their credit for the rest of their life. So you can't get a house, but you got a degree. I'd rather have a house than be dumb as shit. Do you understand? I got a degree in journalism. It's useless. People don't read. They don't read. I was a journalist for over 10 years, and even my own family was like, the pictures are nice. I'm like, I didn't take the pictures.